Hi, everybody. My name is Susan LaCroix, and I would like to welcome you to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie, Part 2. Good morning, Julie.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing over there?
We are doing okay.
All right.
Happy fall.
That's right. Oh, I have a question. So I know
Uh-oh.
that you and I already discussed this, but this is for our viewers. My husband and I saw a trivia question, and so I'm going to give you that trivia question, and at the end of the video, I will tell you what the answer is. So, Julie, you may have to remind me to tell them what the
I'll try
okay.
to remember.
All right. So, what is the official time that autumn starts to this year? This year. And the times are Eastern Standard Time. So keep that in mind for wherever you are. So it's either 8:44 a.m., 12 noon, 3:18 p.m., or 6:22 p.m. Got it? 8:44 a.m., noon, what did I say? 3:21 or something in the afternoon, or 6:22 p.m. Eastern time. Write your answers.
That's a
All right.
really pretty top today, Mom. I love that.
Well, thank you. It is quite old.
It's old, really? It looks new.
No, I probably
Oh,
20 years. Yeah, I have a black one like it too with sequins on it. So I just thought I would snazz it up this morning.
I like it. It's very festive. I like the sparkles.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, well, I think we ought to get started. So I'm going to flip my camera to my desktop. Okay, so before we go any further, World Card Making Day is coming up on October 5th. That's just 2 weeks from now, right, Jay?
Yes, 2 weeks from now. I feel like I haven't been talking about World Card Making Day enough. Um, but you always do, so I'm glad that you're reminding everybody.
Yeah, yeah. I'll have the link to register for this in the discussion. It is free. It's free to customers, it's free to demonstrators, and if you're local to me and you want to come on over, we usually do a potluck and watch the video and create. So it's registration is ongoing, but I've got the link for you in the discussion. All right. Take that away. So Julie and I are doing something a little bit different. You may or may not know that Stampin' Up um, has secured the rights to some of the close to my heart products, and including some of their scrapbooking kits, and they've kind of made them their own. So I just want to, I printed off the brochure. There is no paper catalog or brochure. So I'm just going to kind of flip you. No, I'm not going to flip you. I'm going to flip the pages fairly quickly. And I've got a kit to show you. So the first thing is two-tone cardstock. That's brand new. Eventually it will be in all of our colors, and I've got some samples to show you. They also are bringing over close to my heart's white. They used to call it daisy white or white daisy, and it's now white willow. And I have to say it's a little bit brighter than our current basic white. So they've got some of the kits will coincide or supplement with some of the things in the mini, like the reindeer days is one. And these kits give you layouts and the supplies to make 3 2-page layouts. So we have reindeer memories, and some of them have stamp sets that they've developed to coordinate with it. Snow Day is another one that coordinates with a suite in the mini catalog. And again, this one has a stamp set. Halloween memories, and I've been told that this coordinates with the Cauldron Halloween stamp set. That's an online exclusive.
Yeah, it's on the next page or the next page.
Thanks, Julie. You can see there's a lot of kits. There it is.
Well, or the next page? Maybe it was on the first page?
Oh, I don't know.
It was on the first page.
Oh, trust us. Okay, Autumn to Remember, this is the kit that I purchased, and I believe, Julie, you purchased the same kit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm a fall person, as is Julie. But I really didn't use it for scrapbooking, so I will show you what I did with it. So this one has this beautiful designer series paper, again, a stamp set, a sticker sheet, the two-tone cardstock, but wait, there's more. Oh, that's the end. Okay. So those are the kits. Again, you can see them online, and I'll put the link in there for that. So here is the kit. Now, I've already kind of opened this and played around with it. So it is, if this isn't an intact kit, so I just want to qualify that. Each kit comes with these layouts. So if you are a scrapbooker, you've got some ready-made pages. And if you're not a scrapbooker, I've made some really cute cards, I think. So anyway, that is the brochure that are the directions that come with it. All right, so let's pull some of this stuff out. Now, some of this paper is two-sided and some is not. So this is all I have left of this sheet. And it is not two-sided, but it's pecan pie with some pretty in pink. These stripes are fun, I think. This
It
is
very much reminds me of like a baby card.
Oh, you're right, Jules. And then there's this wood grained. And then this old olive, it looks like tiny little flowers, if you can see it in there. Oh, this is one of the double-sideds. Okay, so we have 3 patterns that are single-sided, and then we have this one, and this one with the foxes and the bears and the owls, with this pattern on the back. We have this one. But I think these are supposed to be trees because it kind of matches the shape of that one with this checked one. Okay, so that's the designer series paper. Then there's this sheet of die cuts that are on a thicker wood grained background. Excuse me. And you can color them with blends or not, depending on what you want. But there's autumn days, grateful, give thanks, tree stumps, signs, leaves and trees. And then there's a sheet of stickers. That way. So I've used some of them. So you'll see those on what I've done. But that's kind of fun too. All right, cardstock. So this is pecan pie. This is the two-tone, and this is all I have left of the pecan. And so here is the other side. So you can see that this is the lighter tone. So I believe that the darker sheets are the actual color, and the lighter is a lighter tone. And as I mentioned, eventually it'll be in all of our colors. So this is the Cajun Craze. This is the light side that you can kind of see it that way.
Is that additional cardstock? I didn't get those colors in my kit.
Oh, you know what? You're right, because I did get the cardstock pack. You are absolutely right. Pretty in pink. There's the real color. There's the light toned. So they're kind of pretty, actually. Old olive. Did it again. Old olive, the real old olive, and then the lighter tone. Early espresso. I've got this backwards. So early espresso and then the lighter tone. Just enough to make a difference. And these are white core, by the way. crushed curry, and crushed curry. So they've also brought over a white, and so in close to my heart colors, this was white daisy, and Stampin' Up, it's white willow. And I think this is slightly brighter than our basic white. All right, so there's also some die cuts that I've used. Have I used any of these? I don't know that I did use any of these, but they're kind of falling apart. And then there's photo placeholders, which I think is interesting. So as you're designing your cards or your pages, you can decide where you want your photos to go, and you can have these placeholders there. So kind of nice. All right, let me show you some samples that I've made with this kit. And so what I decided to do was take one of the layouts, the 12 by 12 layouts, and make a 6 by 6 layout.
Oh,
Using the elements in the place, and I scaled down the size to the 6 by 6. So what I did, but see this piece here? That's the piece that's probably not in that pack. I just, after I got it all said and done, I just kind of wondered if that was almost too much for the size. So I didn't put it on this page. And so this one, I thought it would be kind of fun to kind of off center your photos, maybe. I don't know if that's a thing. So on this one, I originally took this one and I was thinking of like putting it off here. So I envisioned this to be grateful for this moment together, either a photo of a couple or a family photo here. And then here, a child or children. Can't get enough of this, is what was on the bottom of that page. But I didn't know, because see, I thought if this was over here, you wouldn't even see it once you got the photos on. And I worried about that here as well. But you could also just do a 3 by 3 photo as well. So I don't know. What do you think?
I love that. I think I would just put one photo on the right side.
Left side? Oh, here?
Yeah, I think I would just do one. I like the angle. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
yeah. I don't know. And these are those wood elements. And I just took an old olive Stampin' Blend and colored
oh,
it.
I didn't think about coloring those. How clever.
All right. So that is what I did with this, just pages, just to try my hand on it, because I really don't scrapbook at all. So then I made some cards. So an early espresso card base, and I took one of the trees from that and colored it in and made a birthday card.
Nice.
Leaves abound from all around. Oh, and I got the stamp set. I need to show you that. So I got the stamp set that coordinated with it. Just because I really liked the leaves and the trees.
I didn't get it. I was tempted.
Yeah, yeah. So I did get that. So this was one of the stickers, the leaves abound from all around. And then this was also a sticker, in all things give thanks.
Nice.
So those were the card samples I made. And I did the insides. Yes, I did. I put a little sticker in that corner for that one. And this one, I just stamped a bunch of leaves along the side. And this one, I didn't do the inside yet. So there we go. This is going to have to be your sister's birthday card because I haven't sent it yet.
Oh,
She's in Florida, so she won't know, right? All right.
there you go. She won't know.
No, she won't. All right. So I'm going to get started on my project, which you guys is really easy. I was almost embarrassed at how easy this card is.
I don't think there's anything wrong with easy.
No, I don't either, but that's kind of what I'm doing. All right. Oh, and I didn't put measurements on these. That's all right. They're in the description. So I took the pecan pie and this is the dark side. I think I'm using the dark side, light side. I think I'm using the dark side. Okay. So let me find my folder. All right. And then I have some pretty in pink. And they're the same size because one's going on the inside and one's going on the outside. So my intent is to kind of layer it like so. This will be the inside piece rather than white. And then I've got a scrap of designer series paper to put on the bottom. And then I'll stamp my greeting, and that's going to go here. We're going to put some ribbon on it. We're going to do some sponging. Okay, are we ready? Let's do this. So let's start with some stamping. Pecan pie ink. And I've chosen the Bountiful Blessings stamp from the stamp set, which when I placed it over on another part of my table, it flipped over.
Oh no.
All right, so we're going to stamp this. Let me get this straight here. All right. We're going to take our dauber and we're going to give it a little edging. You could leave it unedged, but I thought if you wanted to step it up a little bit, you could certainly edge it. This is one of those things that I kind of forget about. And then when I think about it, it's like, oh yeah, and then I start edging everything.
Yeah.
So I have to kind of temper myself. That's like heat embossing. It's like, oh, I think I'll heat emboss. Oh, I'm going to get out the heat emboss. I do it a lot then. Are you like that, Julie?
I do. I feel like tend to kind of forget about some things for a while and then yeah, bring it out again.
Yeah. All right. So my inside greeting, I actually pulled from Seaside Wishes. And your friendship is the best gift.
Oh, I love that
I
one.
thought it went with that bountiful blessings. So that's what this is. And we're done stamping. So we'll go ahead and we'll adhere that to the inside. How do you feel about the two-tone, Julie?
I'm having fun playing with it. It is it's not as thick as regular cardstock. So like for card bases, I find that it's a little flimsy, but I think the whole point of it being thinner is that it's layering with other things. And so you don't want bulk in your scrapbook. You know, you don't want to have a thicker cardstock that you're layering on top of. So I think for scrapbooking, it's awesome. I really, really love having two different kind of tones to choose from as I'm crafting with it because sometimes the designer paper doesn't match up.
Yep.
It doesn't match up the cardstock exactly. It's a little lighter, it's a little darker. And so
That's how I felt
um
about this one. I really think that this is
yeah.
lighter, right? I,
Yes, I do. Like it's sort of a faded kind of color.
yeah,
But that's the difference. Like our designer paper is printed and the two-tone cardstock is printed, whereas the regular cardstock is dyed. There is actual dye on the fibers of the paper, which is why when you tear it, it's the same color all the way through.
yes,
Whereas the printed cardstock, when you're tearing it, you're revealing the white that's underneath it because it's just the colors only on top.
correct. All right, bam. Put this on here. Oh, come on now. Oh, you're gonna act up, are you now? Must be all gummed up. I brought out my left-handed scissors.
Oh,
So if they don't look like Stampin' Up scissors, they're not. All right, so I'm gonna put just a little faux bow here. I find sometimes that the faux bows are not as bulky as tying a bow.
yeah.
Oh, don't behave yourself now. All right, let me get out some dimensionals for our bountiful blessings. I found too that this pattern is more elegant than the more whimsical woodland creatures and trees and leaves.
Yes, I agree.
All right. This guy here, like so. And now, of course, we need some embellishments. And these, I brought out the Julie's favorites, pecan pie and clear ribboned adhesive back dot.
I do love those.
I would never have known that, Jay. All right. So I decided they kind of got, well, I don't know. There just seemed to be a lot going on in the center. So I thought I would just put some kind of down here. What do you think, Julie? On the label
Oh,
or on the designer paper?
I think I like them on the designer paper.
That's kind of what I thought too. And that's what I did on my sample, but I was going to give you a choice since this is your. All right. Well, let's put one. Oh, you're not coming off, are you? Come on. Ooh, you're stubborn. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let's put one down at this corner. Let's put one up here. Maybe right there. And let's put one under here. What do you think?
Perfect.
All right. That is my project. It couldn't be too much more simpler. Simpler? Oh, I can't. That's bad grammar. All right. I'm going to flip my camera around so we can give you one more look at it and see how you're doing on that trivia question. So here's the card.
That's lovely. I like these colors together.
Thank you. I do too. But if not for the paper, I don't know that I would have put this color with pecan pie. However, I have done this with like the early espresso in pink. I like that color combination.
Yeah.
And when we had chocolate, what was it? There was another brown, dark brown.
Chocolate chip,
Chocolate chip.
soft suede.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, absolutely. Anyway, all right. On to trivia. So, Julie, I know that you know the answer. Would you like to reveal it?
I can't remember the exact time, but when you asked me, I was really kind of torn. I felt like, it would either be early in the day, like a sunrise, or more like a sunset. But then the only time I think you gave that was like an even number was noon, right? Wasn't that one of the options?
Yeah, it was the only
Um,
even
and
number.
and so I was thinking, well, maybe that would be it since it's the same time, and right in the middle of the day. But ultimately, I decided that I thought it was the earlier time. And so the earliest time that you said was 8:44. Is that
Something like that, yes. Yep. And you are correct. That is the answer. So well done.
so interesting? Like, I wonder why that time. Was there any information about that
Well,
when
you
you
are
were?
spot on with your reasoning about that because it does have to do with when the sun rises or the sun sets um for the equinox or the whatever the other one is, which I can never remember. I always mix them up. So yeah, but that's it. That was exactly the reason. So yeah.
Love it. Thank you for sharing a little trivia with us this morning,
Oh, it's
afternoon,
my
this afternoon.
pleasure. This afternoon,
So
right?
it, it is officially fall right now at the
Yes,
time of this video.
that's correct. It absolutely is. All right, so I think we're done for the day. This might be a little shorter video. Last week was too long, but uh, um, really nothing going on this week. I've got all my retired stuff out for sale. I will be getting ready for Hostess Club. I've got a wedding card to make, a sympathy card to make, and
Oh.
some more birthday cards. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on this week. How about you?
Finishing up my presentation for Vacation Stamping School, which is happening next
Yes.
Saturday. I'm so excited about that demonstrator training event.
Yes.
And on Sunday next week, Mom and I will share the projects that we've designed for Vacation Stamping School attendees to create one of the 6 make and takes, if you will, or we call it an interactive stamping experience. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about gathering with everyone next weekend. Virtually, we have 126 people that are going to be gathering online for Vacation Stamping School. So this week is all about just all the loose ends, getting ready for that event. And so I'm just
I
excited
am
for
too.
that.
It's going to be fun. Anyway, I think that pretty much wraps it up, Julie, right?
Yes.
All right. So until next Sunday stamping with Susan and Julie, have a great week, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Mom. Love you.
Love you too, babe.